Thank you very much to our MC, Stephen Barker. It's time for your final contest from Ditton Community Centre. Oh, here we go, and it's a Pier 6. Adam Mansfield and Clayton Moore, ladies and gentlemen, I was about to let you know I am, of course, your commentator, the voice of Rumble Wrestling, Aeron Nix. Don't forget to use that hashtag Rumble Wrestling TV. Sid Manelli's got it all to do, as if the odds could ever not be stacked in this young man's favour. It seems every single time Adam Mansfield is involved, he tries to stack the deck against the Rumble Wrestling champion. He's brought Clayton Moore with him this time. A handicap lumberjack match. Sid Manelli has got it all to do to survive this, and a beautiful dropkick takes down Muscles Mansfield. And now a knife-edge chop, and Sid Manelli quicker than a hiccup, and he's going to have to be. He cannot afford to be isolated here. Not only has he got to deal with the fact that it's 2 against 1, he's also got to deal with the fact there are lumberjacks all around the ring here. Adam Mansfield eats a bit of the canvas. Sid Manelli, and here we go. Here's the lumberjack rules coming into play. If you get outside of this ring, then the Lumberjacks have every right to put you back in. Adam Mansfield knows that and retreats immediately to the 24-stone Leviathan, Clayton Moore. The man who went from pillar to post and almost captured a Rumble victory back in Gillingham. Now looking to enforce his will on the Rumble Wrestling champion, Sid Manelli. The championship is not on the line. But you've got to think that if one of these men could pin Sid Manelli, there's going to be a title shot in their future very soon. And Clayton Moore just shrugging off Sid Manelli like the scraps. 24 stone, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute berserker, a man mounted. No more Mr. Nice Guy, Clayton Moore. And Sid Manelli knows that raw power is not going to get it done. And look at this idiot Hakan at ringside. All these lumberjacks. On one side, a rather more nefarious set of individuals than the other. But ultimately, there is a job to be done here if you're a lumberjack. It's not just about rooting for your favourites. It's about making sure that these men stay in the ring. Traditional tag rules still in this format, in this handicap match, which means that Sid Manelli at least has the respite of knowing he doesn't have to take on both men at the same time, although I'm sure at some point these individuals are going to look to stretch the rules. And now, wait a minute, what the hell's that all about? The Lumberjacks dragging Sid Manelli out. That is not what they're there to do, and now just piling in. And the Lumberjacks from the other side looking to create a bit of order, looking to create some just a leverage here. That is ridiculous behaviour. Now Nathan Angel, who we saw earlier on tonight, helping to back things down, and now Sid Manelli being returned to the regulars. Hakan, who dragged him out in the first place, allowing those goons to be set upon the Rumble Wrestling champion. Oh, Terry is extremely happy with his handiwork as well. And now Sid Manelli, who looked to be building momentum well, now has it all to do. Cut off at the pass. Cut off at the pass thanks to that behaviour from Hakan. And now Adam Mansfield looking to gain control of the Rumble Wrestling champion. It seems like forever and a day that these two have gone to war with each other, and here they are once again. Sid Manelli and Adam Mansfield, his mortal enemy. This idiot Terry is it. He's extremely proud of himself. You've done enough damage as it is. Earlier on in the night, costing Xander Bryant his contest. And now Sid Manelli. I mean, every single time we see Sid Manelli, we wonder whether he can overcome the odds, and he always does. But this is something else. Look at this. And now, I mean, as if he hasn't got enough of an advantage 2-on-1, distracting the referee. Adam Mansfield knows exactly what he's doing. That's why he's a 30-year veteran in this business. And now Sid Manelli just being laid waste to in the corner by Brandon Lee, by Terry Izzy, by Hakan, and the 24-stone Leviathan that is Clayton Moore. Hakan knows what's legal and knows what's not. Adam Mansfield with a cover. Sid Manelli barely out. Barely out before the free count has to be said. He's already in serious trouble. All these bodies at ringside. Adam Mansfield now taking control, trying to stretch every single limitation of the rules. Referee Matt Wilson How the hell are you supposed to keep control here when you've got all these men on the outside? You've got a handicap match going on in the ring involving arguably the most nefarious man in all of Rumble Wrestling, Adam Mansfield, voted upon as the least liked wrestler by the Rumble Wrestling fans. You can see why. And on top of that, the 24-stone beast, Clayton Moore. Bigger and badder than ever. And now, Sid Manelli looking to chop down that huge, big oak tree. And a lovely standing dropkick in the corner. And Adam Mansfield looks a little bit nervous. Snapmare takeover there by Sid Manelli. Oh, now, once again, there we go. It's smart strategy. Can he take him off his feet? A dropkick once again. But all that energy being expended. And Clayton Moore with just a simple forearm flattens the Rumble Wrestling champion. That's Sid Manelli's head bouncing off the turnbuckle. I'm amazed he knows where he is. And now Clayton Moore distracting referee Matt Wilson. Oh, come on. Adam Mansfield using that towel that he brought to ringside while Hakan holds down Sid Manelli. Brandon Lee and Terry is again cheap shots in. Mansfield's choking the life out of him. Now the other two are. This is just a mugging is what it is. It's an absolute mugging. And the Lumberjacks, especially KM Lane, taking huge exception to this. Quite literally, how much of an advantage does Adam Mansfield and Clayton Moore need? A scoop slam on Sid Manelli. You don't need any more of an advantage. You already have the handicap advantage. And yet, he seems to have bribed these idiots at ringside to help out with his bidding. And now Sid Manelli trying to fire up out of the corner, the Rumble Wrestling champion. There is no equal in terms of heart and desire for this young man as he sends Adam Mansfield to the outside. Oh, look at these Lumberjacks. They're supposed to send him back into the ring, and instead they're just helping Adam Mansfield, giving an opportunity. And oh wow, just slingshotting that knee across the middle rope, and Sid Manelli in serious trouble. Tempers are fraying extremely thin. Tempers are boiling over at ringside between the Lumberjacks as Clayton Moore now just looks to dissect what is left of the carcass of the Rumble Wrestling champion, Sid Manelli. Sid Manelli can barely stand. He can barely stand. As he has his head once again bounced off the turnbuckle. Oh my god, 24 stone splashing into the corner. 1 foot. Normally I'd take somebody to town for that, but when you're 24 stone, 1 foot can pin the average human being. But Sid Manelli is not an average human being by a long shot. He's the Rumble Wrestling champion for a reason. No man exudes more heart and desire than Sid Manelli, but even he has it all to do, and frankly looks like he has overwhelming odds here. Knife edge shot by Clayton Moore, and now Adam Mansfield again choking the life out. Referee Matt Wilson remonstrating with Adam Mansfield. And once again has him distracted, and Clayton Moore looking for a big suplex there. Sid Manelli desperately fighting with everything he's got from underneath. Has him in a headlock, but once again it's the corner's game. He's backed into the corner. The referee Matt Wilson has his eyes on the corner, which means Adam Mansfield can put that scarf down and for once in his life can act like a gentleman and wrestle properly as he gets the tag. And now both men in the ring. Brandon Lee chatting a lot of abuse from ringside. Sid Manelli just violently Irish whips into the corner, and this is not a position he wants to be in as Adam Mansfield is cocked and ready to unleash the 24-stone Leviathan, but Sid Manelli gets out of the way, takes down Adam Mansfield, and now looking to build momentum once again. Clotheslines, right hands, and is there going to be a meeting of the minds or lack thereof in these two idiots' case? Yes, there is. Both men colliding together, and now Sid Manelli finally takes the big man off his feet with a huge face buster. And now Sid Manelli looking to draw on the energy, draw on the strength of Ditton Community Centre. A huge monkey flip on Adam Mansfield out of the corner. And now looking to pin Mansfield. That can be enough for God's sake. I know it's no disqualification, but Hakan has just jumps over, and now it's a Pierce 6 ball. It's time to rumble. The Lumberjacks have been unleashed. That is enough. Enough is enough as far as these Lumberjacks are concerned, and Hakan has pushed the boundaries just one step too far, and now it is just utter chaos here at Rumble Wrestling. There are bodies flying everywhere, and in all the chaos, Adam Mansfield drives a knee and an elbow square into Sid Manelli. Absolute carnage at ringside. Terry Izzet, Xander Bryant, KM Lane, Brandon Lee, Hakan, Nathan Angel, just bodies flying everywhere, but it's in the ring where it counts most, and now Clayton Moore looking to finish him off, and oh my god, he's just closed on his partner. Adam Mansfield, a malfunction at the junction. Absolute chaos. Referee Matt Wilson looks beside himself trying to work out what exactly is going on here, and Sid Manelli, oh look how Adam Mansfield's been wiped out, and he's taken out a load of the Lumberjacks with him, and there's a huge stunner from Sid Manelli. And now the flying crossbody takes down the 24-stone Leviathan, and Sid Manelli, against all the odds, has once again come up trumps when it matters most. Your main event winner, Sid Manelli, has overcome everything. The Lumberjacks, 24 stone of Clayton Moore, muscles Mansfield with all that IQ and acumen. And it's Sid Manelli who is the only man left standing when it's all said and done in a spectacular handicap Lumberjack match main event. Oh boy, Brandon Lee and Hakan. Yeah, that side of the Lumberjacks aren't happy. But that's all that matters right there, ladies and gentlemen. Sid Manelli is your winner.